Hello again, and welcome back to another stream. Um, yeah, I forgot to. Well, I didn't forget, but I was supposed to stream in the morning time. Then I kind of watched grinded YouTube for the whole time, and I didn't stop. And then I was like, I kind of want to play some Fallout 4, but I had to install it, which took hours, obviously. But then it finally finished, and then I'm like, man, I really want to play Disco Elysium. So I'm gonna play that. I think tomorrow, if I have the feeling, I'll play Fallout 4 or Disco Elysium, one of the two, or Helldivers 2. I don't know. It has to be one of the three or one of the two. But I guess we'll see, or none at all. It really depends on how I'm feeling. But let's hop right into this. Oh yeah, let me hook up my controller too. Oh, come here. Okay. So we left off right here. Talked to him and her. Gave her pendant back. If my controller would work. There we go. I'll go in there in a sec. I'll go in the kitchen in a sec. Let me check here. Okay, the old guy's gone. I tried talking to her.
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen. That's right.
Wait.
I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Wait, what the heck? I completely forgot about that.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Well, they better start it.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest
If we have to. Yes, sir. Came out here knowing
She
how it
says
is.
nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen,
That's right.
you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
I'm gonna pretend like I know that word. And I'm gonna pretend it's a good word.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Okay, screw you then.
Behind the dockworkers,
Oh,
a ceiling height window.
it's not
The
time yet.
hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
This is where you say your bed.
Detective,
First, we need to talk about your attitude. I know that's right.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker. Quiet across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s, and then standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella? The pretty boy? You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You mean these boots? We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who do you fucking think does?
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. Ain't that so, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
What the? So we found our freaking killers. How the... I completely forgot about this part. So, like, we found the killers.
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
How did you kill him? Well, obviously. I think we know that.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
a live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's a slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Oh. Yes. Come on, come on, come on.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Ooh.
No.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you, too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not
like what, copper? Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you, while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
Okay. Well, this isn't good, as I also don't have my firearm with me.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Yeah, there's no way I can get a 3%. Like, what? Alrighty. That was definitely something. So let's talk to you.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. He looks up. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind.
Wonderful.
You see a heavy steel door with the door does not budge.
Okay, that's not gonna work. I do have a level up.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Not
and
yet.
Why are you wasting my time and yours?
Gosh darn, I was hoping you would help me with the blue door. Wait, let me quick save. Did that boost my skill in...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
No, it's still 3%. Still no way I'm getting that. Okay. Well, try something else. Oh Christ, brother. Monday has like so many things. Okay. Let's get out of here. Come on. There we go. I want to go get that trench coat, or that cloak, or whatever. And also want to go up there somehow. I need to go talk to the one guy. What are you doing?
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Okay, you're useless.
There he still is,
Oh, there we
looking
go.
right through you with his white eyes. The body below. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and the material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE.
I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Nice. That makes sense.
Sure, that seems like hefty armor.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Christ.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Catchy, baby.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods.
We'll be
often.
good here. We'll be
It's
good here.
part of
We're
his
good cop, alright?
unplastic
We're good cop.
expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
No, what?
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, An ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole? Why's he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Oh, shoot.
His torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. No, you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on hand here, without paying attention to not incriminating themselves. Right now, everything seems to fit their confession. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat
Aluminum.
pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure,
Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one there, just
Comically out of their
subaquatic
sockets.
terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
What? Come on, come on, come on.
I'm gone.
Whoa. How is he talking? You're boring. You stink and you're boring. Good lord.
Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you? Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past, way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy!
Christ.
Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably
Harry.
Harry.
Yeah, we figured that much. We've got, I think that's our first name is Harry. Harry is our first name.
You might be onto something there. Because you have. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes. Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Of course. You have questions, don't... Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea. Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm.
Oh shoot,
He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls
Well,
of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Oh, should we ask? Yeah, I'll ask and see what he has to say.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
Oh.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
Oh.
Just don't lose it.
Okay.
They only have one gun.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Hey, shut up! Listen, I don't have my gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
28%.
At least you won't miss. Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Akunas! Oh my lord, yeah, bone point at him. Shut up, shoot him. Okay, this is a 42%. I get this. Oh, and I don't have it saved. What's my last load point? Oh, Christ, that's bad. Come on, come on, come on. Bless me, bless me! Oh! Pink! I'm out here, bro.
The buckle
I'm a
explodes into
gunslinger.
tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you.
Oh my gosh, I am actually a freaking gunslinging master.
Looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
RCM, baby, RCU!
Ace is high.
The Ace is High.
Leave him
a
hanging.
custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Oh, leave it hanging. I'm playing. Definitely slap it, bro. Kim's goated. Boom. Wow, that had no sound
The
effect.
lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were
Oh, oh Lord. Yo, what the freak, bro? Should I actually say that? It's funny. I think that's funny.
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull. It's clear he enjoys himself.
I knew they suck each other off.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy. In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could talk to the representative of the logistics company again. I know we already met Joyce, but that didn't count as an interview. We need to ask her how the strike and lynching are connected. Yes, and those were the interviewees. Let's go.
So you're telling me I should not be investigating this body. I'm gonna do that right now, actually.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says,
KK57-0803.0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date, 0803, and time of arrival, 0815, on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you.
Next, NA. Next, NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Right? Effie, bruh. Right? What? Why would I write any of that down?
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
None, at least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the
it no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring
Christ.
fuck.
What?
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread.
Oh, they're
rising
so...
from the east.
Bro, this is so clapped. It's only a 17%. There's no way I get it.
Jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour, abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
Now! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Oh, Christ. Enjoying a death, bro.
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
That's what I'm...
Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
The genitals were back. No, I'm not touching that.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Last item, hands.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo di Cappadocia? Nothing does. This was pleasurable. I sincerely thank you for touching my hand. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Christ.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there, Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Hepatobiliary, NA. Ah, are you a hepatobiliary expert? Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feels. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Wait, whoa, what? The injuries we have inflicted. This was a team effort.
You mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next. Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up.
I pronounce this field autopsy over. Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank
There's
manners
no way that's a
and
3%.
my memento mori features. If possible.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. The corpse seems to yawn contentedly, as though it's glad you've run out of steam.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building? Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Means I gotta rush over here, plug that sucker back in, and check. Because I unplugged it. Right here. Okay, I was about to say. That would have been bad if I couldn't do that again.
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box, somewhere in the dock.
Okay, plug that back in. Now the fridge right here is up and back and good again.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet.
The body is heavier than
Christ, I can't even hear it.
half an hour.
Oh my Christ.
The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Couldn't even hardly hear him, all that noise.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this room. Did we though? Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting. You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then. If you think so, officer, I'm not going to object.
I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there. Continue working here. The locals, the case, or attend to your own business. I will meet you downstairs in the Whirling in Rags tomorrow morning, 7:30 sharp.
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You're free to do side tasks and even the main case, though it might be more difficult. If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Oh shoot. That was just me, myself, and I. What do we want? I don't think I need to hold this. Alrighty, where am I even at? Oh, right here. I want to see if I can try to get that cloak. It's kind of weird being by myself, holy. What's up, turd sack? Yeah, you don't got a body anymore to hit.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno does...
You think if I think I can do this. I mean, 28's not a lot, but it's possible.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno.
Oh my...
It's Kuno S.
Oh my gosh, I am actually super lucky and super unlucky at this game. I don't even understand.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must...
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. C's a killer? Like, actually a killer?
He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless.
Oh,
or
shoot. So she's
other
like
children.
just pure evil.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
He usually looks you straight in the eye. A little something just crumbled there.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people? The fucking Nakis? I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Suruese? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
Oh, shoot. That's kind of freaking ham. Like, oh my gosh, I never even knew this.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno, Kuno-S, two of a kind.
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you, this shit was Psycho Killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? All right. Now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
Like half. A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key, so you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. Kuno doesn't fuck.
Alrighty. Got anything to say?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Wonderful. Okay, let's at least try to get this cloak. See what even strength I have to get it in the first place. Probably not that much. My physical attributes are clapped. I am not very strong at all. I'm very much weak. I'm a genius, but I'm weak.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Oh, Christ. That's an 8%er.
Nope. No. Will you? Because it feels...
Oh, wait. How far was the load? Yeah, I had that autosave, which was a freaking major W. I'll quick save it until I get that 8%er done. Okay, screw you, I don't need to talk to you. Oh, come on, what the heck? Hold up. Quick save it.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has
Oh
claimed
my
it
gosh,
for
I have to
their own.
let the animation go. Every single time. This is 8%, bro. Like, I don't even know if I'll be able to. I have to do like 300 attempts. Save right here, so it's like close. Already on it.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
8%,
No one has
bro.
claimed
Like,
it for
ooh,
their
it's
own.
gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough one.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own. No. A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on
Oh
the railing.
Christ,
No
bro.
one has claimed it for their
8%
own.
I think is a little too small.
No.
I'll give it a couple more attempts.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own. No. A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own. Nope.
I'll be back. I'm back. Alright.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught.
Oh
in the
my
rain.
gosh,
No
I
one
think
has claimed it
8%
for
like
their
is
own.
too little.
No.
I'm just gonna have to wait until I get enough. Or have another way in there. Don't need to go there.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Go to Kuno's thing. I don't even know where he said it was. I don't have any indicators.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Sonny, I need in here.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I could do that. I'm gonna wait for Kim for that. I really don't think I should do that without Kim. I mean, what else can I do?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to...
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching.
Been admiring the stompers, Hunt? Sure, I can demonstrate them.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
It's Revachol. Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so. Apples. Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Huh. There was more stuff over here I could go on searching, I guess.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Oh, we got an animation with this one.
The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Here I can go this way.
Good morning to you, officer.
A rusting control panel. This panel, you pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft cluck. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? The crumpled salmon butter billboards.
Okay, that's not gonna get me anything.
Hello, hello. Let me...
Okay, I think I've searched everything here I could search. I think it's more or less the one spot all the way back there. If I can get through here, just find it. That's all the way back here. Oh, hello.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are. Mm-hmm. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing. This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it. They all need help. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
We had to go to that one person though, the one chick on the boat. Let me go back to her.
A sturdy metal door. The door.
Stop banging on the door! Doesn't matter who I am. Now, the police. Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers Go check.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Let's talk with this person again. Well, I guess I'll have to do it by myself then, no Kim.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see. Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
This reality.
Yes, reality is your side case, an experimental side case.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective. A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead. Ask.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city. The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed. In the DeLorean century, 380 years ago.
Good Lord, the city's 380 years old? That's literally that's 3 lifetimes. Like, that's a little more than 3 lifetimes.
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connective tissue. It's where the money is. I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government in Cylindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Splat, splat.
Says you're supposed to be, like, loud in that, but we're not loud.
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture. Of course, no time for silly infracultures. There are more pressing, reality-centric questions to be asked.
There's no way.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your name and badge number. What happened to it, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
Oh.
The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Oh, AIDS.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something from...
However, this isn't about my feelings. There's also protocol to consider. I'm afraid I can't say any more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Okay, 83%, come on.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor.
It's 3 and 2, bro. That was rough.
Insinuates.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in. Oops. But expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
I honestly could not tell you what his badge is. I might honestly have to search it up. Otherwise, like, I mean, or we should be getting a new one from them, so I could go in the car and I guess ask if it's still there. If Kim's car is still there. I see. I'll have to forget one of those. Let's go behind here and hopefully not get ear blasted by the horrific audio that happens. Don't ear blast me. Okay, I think it's good. I think we're good. There's a person right there.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards. Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type. I couldn't tell you. We don't usually see much of the gendarmerie around here. Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word? He's deflecting. He's young with a sharp memory. He hasn't had time to drown it in booze and chemicals.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He just freaking threw a cigarette at me. Small stone. You mean this small stone that's very obviously placed?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. Looks like it could belong to the building's front door.
What about this? Nope. I guess just do this one. Oh yeah, that's very freaking spooky. Glasses? Logic? I think I should lose the hat. Reaction speed, though. Get higher reaction speed. Oh, physical endurance. I should have slapped this on when I was doing the other thing. I'll do that in a second. I mean, look at this stuff. There's a lot of coin laying about.
Give me a moment.
Oh my gosh, it's her.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worried.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
I might have to wait for freaking Kim for that one too. Like, good lord. Strongest man. Like, I don't know what's behind them doors. And I don't have my freaking gun.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
Wanted for murder.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world. Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Wonderful.
What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Indeed.
Oh, very much so. I want to really check all this out with Kim first. This is like...
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Yeah, that's
the
not
star
good.
and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Because white is the color of peace. Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Let me out of here. I'm gonna get Kim on that, or touch that. Let me actually go back up, slap the one thing on, and see if that gives me even a slight boost, because that would help me greatly.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
8%, there's no way.
Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Looks painted over. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Wait, what? Get to the coast, you need to close panel to close the water lock between the block and repairs, which be done by Wednesday morning. This will open a new in Martinez. Okay, well that's on Wednesday, which I don't know which day it is actively right now. Oops. Smart or Superstar Cop 2. Sorry Cop 3. Boring Cop. Communist 5. Why am I like a hardcore communist? The freak? Fascist 3. Why are these options? 5 on the, I don't even know how to pronounce that. All I know is the liberal part. Modest cop. That's good. Good cop / bad cop 11. Yeah, I do that often. Honor 3. People killed 3. Cases solved 216 in years of service 18. Sweet. I want to get that safe solved cases up. It's very like day right here. Wasn't there something back at the car I needed to do? Oh shoot, what was it? What did I have to do back at the car? At Kim's car. Oh, balls, I have no idea. I can't remember. I'm just gonna do this first because I can remember this. I can remember this. So let's go back up here. Now let's, nope, wrong button. Close. Let's slap that on. And is there anything getting rid of, like in, okay. Nothing's really getting endurance down. But we have that on now. Wow. Yeah, I look great. Quick save just in case.
A tarpaulin cloak
still
is
8%.
still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Save your... What? Okay, maybe I need something else. Well, that's wrong button. Trauma.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it.
Yep, I've noticed. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let me take the gloves off. It's looking super homeless. His car's not here. There's nothing over there and nothing over there. There was a bunch of things over there, but I want to get Kim on that. There is stuff that way, but I can't reach it at the moment. Let's go back up in here, see what this is all about. Talking to him would be kind of pointless, I guess. Not you. That.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height
It's not
window.
time yet?
The hawthorn branches scrape the
12,
glass
bro?
like bony fingers.
3-door scene. 12. Not time yet. Like, what? What's a good time? I mean, that gets rid of 12. Minus 12.
The man ponders his cooking utensil.
Okay, you're useless.
You see a heavy
You're also very much useless. Let me look. See if I can try to find my badge. Or see if there's a way. Like, he should come back with the badge. I mean, he's going somewhere, right? He has the car and everything. Do the thing. Like, can he not just go over there, pick up my badge as well, and come back? Like, what? Hold up. How to get my badge. Disco. Elysium. Find your badge guide. Where could I possibly have put my badge at? Like, the heck? Oh, it's on the other side. That side of the Watergate thing. Okay. We won't be going there anytime soon, not till Wednesday. Anything up here? What about that one lady? Is she
The
alive?
door is closed. Still nothing.
She's on the roof is the problem. Nothing really here I can change.
The fan stands still. The lights are on. The lights are off again.
Keep the lights off, good lord. I don't even know why that hurt my eyes because I'm, you know, normal. It appears to be a door, but I can't access it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
All of that is locked.
The bed is still cold from the broken window. And
Yep.
the window stands broken.
I've noticed. There's no way. Yeah, we could still see if there's anything. Just in case. He's right up there. I can't access that. I guess we're just gonna have to go wait on the bench because I want to wait for Kim for the other stuff over there. And I have to wait till Wednesday anyways to get the one thing. Yeah, I guess let's go to the bench. Just kind of wait on him.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Move your thumbs, wait 15 minutes. Stare into the sky, wait 30 minutes. Think deep thoughts, wait an hour. Screw it, wait an hour. Wait until...
You finally stop picking your nose.
I'm gonna have to keep doing this?
Time passes. The bright sun blazing overhead is making it difficult to concentrate on deep.
Screw it. Keep doing deep thoughts, it'll go down eventually.
Time passes. The bright sun blazing overhead is making it difficult.
I'm gonna have to keep doing this until he gets back.
This case is unsolvable. You should just give up right now and apologize to the whole town.
What? No.
Time passes. The bright sun blazing over.
Wait, get up. just in case. Like if I'm... Is this car back or... No. Okay, no. Alright, he said wait till tomorrow morning.
You sit on the wind-worn.
Like, brother, what?
Time passes. You wonder how your gun is doing. Hopefully, it's okay. You're really starting to regret the poor way you handled your own sidearm.
Yeah, I don't think I get that until, like, way past... I can search that one up and see. How to get your gun back in Disco. That is not Disco, it's Disco Elysium. Get the badge that way. What? Get sick. Okay, you don't get this way later on. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah, you don't get that way till way later on. This 20, can I go to bed now?
You wonder how your gun is doing.
Yeah.
Grains of sand remind you of downtrodden people. Multitudes suffering under the harsh and unforgivable heel of capital.
Okay, it's 21. We can go to bed, right? Oh gosh, but I have to pay for each night though, wouldn't I? I haven't even paid for the night for that night. It costs 20. I'm at 19. Holy. Bunch of people here. Wait, you belong here? Yes, sir. Ah! I need to find that music, though. Okay, that appears to be a problem. I haven't paid... Listen, I don't have money.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
No.
Then why are you wasting my time?
Gosh darn it. I don't have any money. I can't go to bed. I guess I'll just have to go to the bench and kind of just be hobo cop for a hot minute.
You sit on the wind-worn wood. You try to come up with something fresh and exciting, but the endeavor only gives you a slight headache. You try to come up with something fresh.
Oh Christ, it's like completely dark now too.
You try to come up with something fresh and
Bro, it's like 3, bro. What?
You try to come up with something fresh. It's getting late. Time to head to sleep. Best not stay outside on the wind-stricken coast.
What? Where do you want me to go to bed? I can't go back in the room. Bro's still out here. You just stay out here? What the heck?
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno does.
Well, he doesn't appear to ever leave.
The trash containers stand. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
I might have to sleep here. Oh, apparently I cannot.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay, that appears to be a problem, because, I actively have nowhere to go. My room is locked. I don't have any money. Oh, wow, that's empty. Oh, look, I can't open that. I don't think I still can go in here. It's still very much locked.
You see a heavy...
Yep. Is that one guy back, or is he just completely Houdini'd away? Yep. Houdini'd away. Okay, this is kind of an issue. Talking about I need to go to bed. Brother, I don't even have freaking money. Wait, I could sell some stuff, but I really don't want to sell any of this. Well, I could sell these clothes, keep the gloves. I could sell this and this. And that should give me something, probably. Bro, keeping this stuff is actually very much needed. Like, keeping this... Because it literally, like, going through the story, you're gonna, like, put it for things, like items. But, like, look, it shows you the price of Royale you can get from it back. Like, ooh. Like, yeah, maybe I can try to sell the clothes and just get barely enough to go to bed. So I have 19. That'll just make me poor again, gosh darn it. Why is Braille so hard to get? I literally have a job and I don't even, like, where's my paycheck? What happened to my paycheck, huh? Do I just not have a paycheck? Hey.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help. Sure, let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. A photic path, counter radiance network,
Ooh, I didn't even mean to do that.
anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something. I'm not purchasing any more clothes, and especially that tie.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparking in the light of the projector!
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Definitely keep that. Keep that. Apparently Lieutenant's handkerchief is $2 or 2 Royale and 50 cents. Like, good lord. Expensive handkerchief, like what? This would be able to get me to sleep, and I don't think he cares if he... To you by Lieutenant Kim Corner Booster. Bro, I'm keeping that. 50 Real is insane though. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that for the one thing I need to still need to do that. I haven't even done it. 42 cents, Real cents. Do they just call it cents, or they call it like a certain name for it? That's not gonna give me enough though. Might just have to give Lieutenant's handkerchief to him. Screw it. On it. I need cash. I need... Failed. Discovered. Wait, it said failed. All these say failed. Or, these don't say failed, do they? I'm illiterate. Filled. I'm actually illiterate. Okay.
Another time, perhaps.
I have 22 Rael. I have freaking 2 Rael left. Good lord. Here, this should cover the night. And can I go use your room? Preferably? Look, it's still 105. Like, no way. I need somewhere to sleep. Okay, look. Here, I can cover last night. I'm gonna have to sleep.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Good lord, bro, you're running me dry. Like, you know how hard it was just to get me that 19 real, man? Literally hours just for the 19 real. Like, I don't get paychecks, brother. I don't even know where they go. Christ, man.
The bed is still cold from the broken window.
Let's go to freaking bed.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Oh, let me look at something real quick. Well, oh, that's not the right one. Is this good? Yeah, okay. We're good.
Here we are again, my broken bud.
Christ.
The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Okay, give me a hot second. I'll be real quick. Came back. Are we good? I forgot I can hear something. Hey, yo! Oh, that might be me. I may have glitched the game. Yeah, let's go back here. Wait, how far back was this? I think I glitched. I don't know why it's glitching like that. That's really annoying. Like, you see all these patch notes they got talking about, oh yeah, we patch it. It's like, brother, why am I seeing all these glitches then if you patched it? Like, come on now.
The bed is still...
Okay, yes.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to...
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
Oh, yes. That'll check you out. Give you some pills. Make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours. running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Wow.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes. Guess what's yours? Okay, just for the length of this short demonstration, please say something that isn't, I'm sorry. Guess. What is it? No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go? What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
Hold up.
They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything. No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance. Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yeah. You were wrong. Oops, nope, wrong thing. Let's go here. Let's talk to freaking Gambit. Hello, Kim.
Yes?
Oh, okay. Nothing to say.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Well, screw you then.
No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want? What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Wait, what?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
What? What the heck? Why is he wearing a wig and glasses?
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell that. I literally know who you are.
Okay.
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
I just want to do my job, that's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Judith, back me up here.
You do look... It looks like it's been a tough week for him.
No, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar, but different face.
Yeah, he was on the radio.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
I don't know. 99,999,999.9. Stupid. 6. Oh, wait. 16, though. 69, bro. 57. 41st precinct. I will say 57.
I think even in this fictional reality, the 57th would still be my station.
Oh, AIDS.
My condolences. Go ahead. Have another guess.
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Come on, stop it.
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Well, I know who it is, I just don't know who it is, if that makes sense.
Yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? No, not like a revolutionary.
He didn't answer your question.
No.
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is... Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged? I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Watch out for yourself, loser.
Yes?
Oh, Christ, no.
What is it? Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Seems like a cool guy. You look...
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? Of course I'm with him.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Perfectly normal.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on.
Well, I already
You know
know.
what?
But...
Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Well, obviously he's part of something. He's part of the one thing. Don't remember.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Is it the right time for this now?
Behind the dock workers.
Still not
a
the right
ceiling height
time.
window.
I don't know what the right time is for that.
Inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sir, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over. 10-4. Orders are still orders. Anything else? Over. Roger that. 10-10.
Okay, that was useless.
Yes.
Not gonna say anything about that. Just nothing at all. Not a thing, not a dip, not a lick, not a split. Wonderful. Oh, I guess I could ask people inside. I didn't really ask them. Well, not them. Well, maybe them I could. Let me ask you.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
I'm
then
poor.
Why are you wasting my...
I'm poor, alright.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Huh. 8%. That's not gonna do me any good. I don't think I can get anywhere until I do that roof jumping quest. Like, honestly. Oh, let me split that. So there's no really point going this way. Let's keep going this way. Is it Wednesday? I have no idea. Guess let's go to the one thing. Meet Kuna's dad. And also them other people. Can do that without my badge, so we'll do that in a second. Alrighty. Let's look around here first.
This door has been closed with a padlock, but it's a solid lump of metal. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Yeah, and that's also illegal. Preferably, don't want to do that.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get in.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hello. Now we're here.
Oh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yes, Uncle Maynard. Huge trouble. You're gonna take out your metal detector and your collection of bottle caps and shrapnel.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Oh, what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Just do that. Well, it doesn't appear like Harry doesn't want to do anything about that, apparently. Guess he could care less. She said at the end of this hall. Oh, is she lying? Wait, there's an exit right here. That just leads you right there.
Give me a moment. The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Into this hallway, communal bath. Doesn't appear to be anyone in this room. Maybe this hallway?
You hear someone.
Okay, that's not.
This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply.
Screw it.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk. What are you?
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud.
After you, Detective.
Alrighty. An open sesame. Garbage. More garbage.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Kraz Mazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment.
So a communist is what you're saying? These rooms are ultra tiny, like, good lord. No wonder they gotta use communal bathrooms.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain.
Okay, that's Kuno's thing. What's this? Good stuff. And a little bit of extra stuff.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its...
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
No response. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip.
Yep. What is this? Red. Okay. That's not what I need.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Snip. The cutter gun.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Yep. Alright. Boogala boogala. Free cash.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Yeah, snoring.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Alrighty. Yeah.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
Oh shoot, where'd it last save? Bro! Oh my lord, autosaves are so AIDS.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Screw it.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
Wonderful.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you.
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit. but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Wait, quick save it.
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing, the air in the room. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs. He says he's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Literally a freaking Kuno 2.0, but if he was old. What is this? Money. What is this? Speed bottle. Oh yes, the drugs. Composure. Ooh, interesting. That takes away my survivor fare or whatever, which I kind of needed, so my 8% will go down at least. Once we go back for the jump.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home.
A sec. What's this? Okay, yeah, that stuff right there is when you get past the one thing. I know that stuff.
This door is number 2.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tonight at 9 p.m., right here, apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Christ, I have to wait till all the way till then? Oh, that is so AIDS. Oops, I don't want to talk to you. And escape out of this rinky-dinky building. Let's try that, see that percent change. Now I got like a whole -% off. Because I didn't realize my pants were screwing me over so greatly. Apparently they most certainly were. Kinda need to get over there for that cloak and also to talk to the big guy, the big fat dude. quick save it.
A tarpaulin cloak is still
17%, it's a whole lot better.
No one has claimed it for their own.
And I got it. First try, too.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
He's so on the money, Bratan! Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne!
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive. Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah. My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an ace's high?
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Yes?
This is high, but I can do it. Yes, sir. Goated piece of clothing. I look freaking swag in this crap. Look at that. Cloak goes hard. Taking the hat off, bro. I look so freaking baller. Oh yeah. Go how he is.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Oh, the one old soldier? I think I know Anthony. I think I know. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, I know that guy.
A rusting march. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh Lord, does it take this long?
With a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. The rusty control panel grows warm to the touch, then grows cold.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its original position. Before you stands a cargo container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are...
No reply. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
%. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to stop it here, to be honest with you. Oh, it's 11:41 and I'm tired. I gotta remember to go to the one person at 21 or 9 a.m. or whatever he said it was. Hopefully I don't forget about that. Quick save. Well, still very interesting game as usual. Now tomorrow I can't promise you that we immediately play Disco Elysium. I might just hop on Fallout 4 as I've just recently installed it, so I might stream that. I want to get a bunch of achievements in that. And those are like fun achievements. Those aren't the tedious, like grindy achievements. Usually most of them aren't. I like the achievement. Those are like some of my favorite achievements to get, or to strive for. I like achievements that I can like actually just play the game, actually have entertainment and get. Like those are the achievements I do like. I do like those achievements. But yeah. I'll see you in the next stream. See ya.